everybody, today I'm going to show you how to make these macrame earrings, and they're pretty easy, so let's get started. Okay, you can see here that I'm using a 1 inch or 2.5 centimeter hoop, and you also need 16 30 centimeter waxed cords, and those are going to be folded in half. You also need a fairly large bead, about 2 centimeters, and also a teardrop shape, and also 2 coordinating colors, or you can use the same color, that are about 20 centimeters each. Okay, so now you need to connect all the strings onto the hoop using a reverse lark's head knot. Once you have all that done, then I'll show you what to do. Okay, here we are with all the strings attached, and now we're going to start. You want to pin your work down, and then we're going to use a double half hitch starting from the left side first, and then we're going to be going from the right side and working our way down into the middle. So you're going to be doing a total of 30 on each side, so it's going to be using 8 of the lark's head strings that are attached on each side, working our way down into the center. Okay, now that you've done the one side, you're going to do the same thing but in the opposite direction on the right hand side. Okay, now we're going to add the bead into the middle. I didn't actually connect both sides, so I just left it open in the middle, but you're going to add a bead there so you won't be able to tell. Okay, now we're going to add our coordinating color, and you're going to add it on. You're going to be doing a vertical double half hitch, and you want to add it on, you're going to put the string on, and then you're going to wrap it over. It's going to go over the top part, and then you're going to bring it around, and then you're going to wrap it around the bottom part as well, and that's going to hold it in place. And then after you've attached it, it will stay, and then you're going to continue to do this vertical double half hitch all the way across down into the middle of the earring. Okay, now that we've finished the left side, we're going to start on the right side, and it's basically the same thing, only it's opposite. So you just want to make sure that you're working in the direction of moving down towards the center of the earring, and you can see here that I've wrapped it the same way, and then I'm just going to be wrapping it around, but you want to just make sure that you're working in the opposite direction, just because you're doing everything the opposite way, working down into the center. Okay, you can see we finished up that section with the silver, and you can just kind of leave the extra strings behind. And now we're going to start with our double half hitch again, and we're going to be starting from the topmost string, and we're going to work our way down into the center of the earring. So you just can start on that, and I normally start on the left, and then again the same on the right. Okay, now that you've finished both sides, you get down into the center, and I normally put the left string over the right, and then I do the final double half hitch there to seal the bead in place. And then we're going to be actually lifting out 3 of the topmost strings, and we're going to be making our next layer. And it's going to be the same thing, only without those 3 top strings. We're going to be doing the double half hitch again down into the center of the earring from both sides. Okay, now that we're done with that second layer, we're going to remove 4 more strings from the top on each side, and then we're going to do our last layer of the double half hitches just using the remaining strings. So you can see here that I'm just removing those, and then we're going to do our final layer with the same thing, doing our double half hitch down into the center. Okay, now that we're done with this, I remove one of the blue strings, and we're going to add on our teardrop bead. What you're going to do is the same way that you started adding on your silver cord using the vertical double half hitch, you're going to do that on the left hand side. You're going to attach the string using that same method of wrapping it over the top and then around, and then wrapping it around the bottom and through, and so that will hold it in place. And then you want to put your teardrop bead in the middle, so you're going to string it through, and then you're going to do the same process on the other side. On the right hand string, you're going to wrap it over, and then you're going to wrap it under, and then it's going to hold it in place. Okay, now we're at the final stages, and we are gonna take a really sharp pair of scissors. Using sewing scissors is the best, and sharp ones work the best. So you wanna trim off those extra silver strings in the back, and you're also gonna trim closely with all of the other strings. Just trim them really close up, because then we're gonna get to our final step, which is gonna be burning the edges just so they don't come unraveled. Okay, so now you're gonna take a lighter, and from behind you wanna just burn the edges of the strings just so that they don't come unraveled. And you are using waxed cord, so this is just gonna melt the wax a little bit, and it'll also help to form your earrings. You wanna kind of make it be a little bit angled so that the top isn't sticking out so much, but you can just kind of use the lighter and fix and seal it as needed. And now you can add your hooks. I'm just using a pair of jewelry pliers here, and you can just twist open your hook and add it on, and I hope you enjoyed this project.